Okay, everybody, here's my 1984 Honda. I picked it up and none of the lights worked. I've traced all the lights down. I changed the fork oil. I did a tune-up, replaced a plug, put new point, or this doesn't have points, excuse me. Air filter. It's got brand new decals on it. I've cleaned it up, adjusted the valves, tore apart the rear wheel, replaced, got a brand new front tire, greased all that. Let's go around the other way here. Anyway, there's your, she's really clean, everything works. Put a brand new chain. I have new sprockets, but the bike basically only has 1,734 original miles on it. So when I did it, like I said, none of the bulbs. It's got a new horn. None of the bulbs worked in it. I tracked it down. When I replaced the fork oil, it was really mushy. So I actually put 14 weight in there, or 15 weight fork oil. Fork oil at 15 weight significantly improved the way the front end handles. Significantly. I also did these rear shocks, these newer shocks. I didn't like the original ones, which I have, but I did buy these aftermarket shocks. I've mounted this one this direction, and I didn't have to do any modifications. And I mounted the other one opposite direction for the air shock, and I really didn't have to do any modifications there. The only thing I did have to do is redo the bushing that the shock itself came in. But wow, it handles 100% better than it did. And I probably should have took more videos when I was working on it. I have this box here. It has all the Honda stuff. Like I said, I've replaced every bulb in the thing. It's got the original owner's manual. I took off the foot pegs. Didn't want to mess with them. Let's see if she kicks over. So the horn didn't work very good. I ordered another one. First kick. Oops. And I have the gas off. I always turn the gas off. There you go. Run like a champ. Shut her off here. This is my fourth CT that I've restored. When you're working on these things, you never know. But the difference with changing the 15 weight fork oil and the rear shocks is between night and day on how she handles. And here in Arizona, you need to have a little bit of good, because you can get into some real softer sand, and it handles way better. The first time I took her out with the stock fork oil in it and the stock shocks, it scared the living daylights out of me. That thing was all over the place. When I took it the last time out, oh my God, the difference is night and day. So, don't be afraid to work on these things. I'm looking for the next project. My problem is once I get these things, I don't like to sell them. I mean, those rear shocks look cool. It still has the, you know, the little backup gas tank. I mean, I really like the way this thing turned out. So, I mean, I hope you enjoy it. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. I might do another, maybe another CT90. Maybe a Yamaha Enduro. I haven't decided yet. I got to find the right bike. But, you know, like I said, that chappy parts are getting harder and harder to get. You have to go to Taiwan, or you got to go to Cyprus, Indonesia to get your parts. And, you know, luckily I had some from before, but I still had to order a bunch of stuff to do that. So the Hondas are still lots of parts available. Oh, I forgot to tell you, in the headlight bucket, I put one of the little headlight rectifiers. You can get them at Beatrice Cycle. The thing about that is, when you're using the original headlights, they run about 60 something bucks. So people run these things all the time without a good battery. If you don't have a good battery, you don't have that thing in your headlight assembly, you will blow the bulb. And that's, you know, you're wasting 80 bucks every time down the drain, unless you buy some, you know, little aftermarket stuff to do it. But, you know, luckily for me, I replaced everything. It's got the regular Honda headlight, but I put that rectifier in there. I checked every electrical thing. It's got a new battery. I suggest, like, if you got these little Hondas, hang on a minute. If you got the little Hondas, that you invest in getting a battery tender. Now, I just got this one because both of the bikes are 6 volt. These things, battery little tenders, are great. I'm going to put a little thing off the battery on the Honda, and I'm going to do one on the Yamaha Chappy too. And then that way you can trickle them. You can keep the battery up to life if you're not riding every single day. But these battery tenders, I have my little 4-wheeler. I keep it on a battery tender all the time. It's not like you're out riding them every single day, and they do. So I had to hunt around, and I found a 6 volt one. I have a lot of little fittings and stuff to go along with these things, but, you know, don't be afraid to work on a project. I sort of, you know, have my organization stuff here when I'm working on them. But anyway, I mean, the next time I do one, I'll do more detail of me tearing them down, but I don't have anybody help me video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little walk around of the Honda 110.